Welcome to my world. This video will be a set of coasters that are ordered, and the design will be in the 49ers. Now, I'm not a football fan, but I take into appreciation what I'm doing for those that are. What I'm going to do here is I'm dusting this with Let's Resin's gold glitter powder. So it's a partial glitter and a partial gold mica. So it gives it some shimmer and the mica color to it that sticks to the mold. I'm just doing it very random because we're going to pour this mold in black. So we're going to use the HTV Ront black pigment paste. And right now I am getting the resin. And here we go. Look at the clarity. Look how clear that magic resin is. I'm telling you guys, if you have not used magic resin, you need to try magic resin. Now, the temperature in my basement, in my crafting basement, 64 degrees. So once again, I warmed my part A up, and today it got up to about 81 degrees before I pulled it out. Then I added my part B in, which was at 64, and I just mixed it in my resin mixer, and I always hit that mixer timer 4 times, and then I let it sit, and then I just tap the blades off, and I take my blades, and I have one of the extra mixing cups with alcohol in it, and I put that in the cup and I turn it on and let it run in the alcohol. Alright, we are going to let that resin just sit there for a few minutes. You see the bubbles that are coming up along the sides. We want that to debubble. Alright, now let's go ahead and add our black pigment paste. That is from HTV Ront. I ordered that from Amazon. We're going to put, and you can't see what I'm doing, but we're putting 4 hefty little, squirts or drops or whatever you want to call it, because this is really hard to get out. It's super thick. But we put 4 in there because we want this opaque. We don't want it transparent. We want it opaque. That is a 5-ounce cup, so there is about 4 ounces in there, and that's what we're going to start with. And let's get this mixed up. Now that it's mixed, I'm going to show you the stickers that are going to go in to the coaster once we unmold them. I think those turned out really nice. And I'm one of those people, I stir and I stir and I stir again. And I'm just telling you guys, I swear by magic resin, if you know how to make sure the temperatures are perfect on it, you have very minimal bubbles if you work with it the right way. I don't want to spray these molds with alcohol, which is typically what I would do, to make sure that when the resin hits it, it kind of starts popping the bubbles. but we've got the mica or the Let's Resin glitter powder on there, so we can't pre-spray with alcohol. Just pour it in and let it flow. So what I'm doing here is I am lightly taking that stick around the edges. I want to encourage any bubbles that may be laying in those corner crevices to come on up. Then we spritzed it with some alcohol. Now here we are, we're going to unmold them. First I'm going to pop them out of the molds that, the tray molds that hold the molds to keep them from being out of shape. Because some molds, they will actually lay out and curl in, and my husband makes these 3D printed, and they work really well for the standard round and the square. Oh, I'm showing you there what I did to myself today, so I'm having to be super careful. I was preparing my lunch, which every day I cut an avocado. And today the knife slipped, went clean through the avocado, and went down and cut my finger, the skin webbing between the pinky and the ring finger. Yes, I said a lot of unchoice words. I was here by myself. I had to think quick. There was a lot of blood. I actually probably could have used a stitch or two, which is not a lot, but there was a lot of blood. But I got myself taken care of, guys, by myself. So, yay me, right? It's just super sore, super sore. Hurts all the way to the palm of my hand. And I guess I'm really lucky because if it hadn't have moved in my hand, it would have gone through my hand. I've got to be careful. Get too old to be playing with knives. Alright, we got these unmolded. Let's see how they turned out. I want to put them on a white piece of cardboard stock. I think it looks better than the parchment paper there. And we want to see how these turned out. I'm excited. So I think they turned out perfect and they're going to work well. So now let's get the stickers ready to go in the center of those molds. And you're going to see me here having a little issue with the sticker paper there. And then the next thing you know, it's not recording. So you actually miss me putting the stickers in the coasters. That's super sad. So yeah, that was crazy. It just stopped recording. Now we are going to do the top coat. The stickers have been in there for a while. I just like to press down multiple times, make sure everything adheres, and now we're going to put the flood coat or top coat over top of the stickers. And yes, we're using magic resin. Alright. I did leave that sitting there for about 15 or 20 minutes debubbling. You can see how crystal clear it is. Let's zoom in. So, what do you think? Look how clear that is. It seriously looks like we're laying a piece of glass over the top of this sticker. And my husband did print these. These stickers are printed on our printer. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just taking and going around the edges because that is a sticker, and I just wanted to make sure if for some reason it was not completely sealed at the edge, that I would encourage the bubbles to come up to the top and pop and not stay there and leave me with an ugly bubble to have to deal with tomorrow. I think these coasters are absolutely perfect right now. So I'm crossing my fingers because, you know, resin does crazy things. We don't know, but at this point, I think they're going to be perfect. So what you saw me doing stirring was from where I'd sprayed the alcohol on the molds, it was like a film on top of the resin, and you can end up with a film on top of your resin from the alcohol. So what I was doing was I was going back through there and I was just stirring that alcohol in to the resin. And here they are finished. I think they turned out perfect. What do you think? Thanks for watching, guys.